What's up, guys? Welcome to a new YouTube video. I have not made one of these in a few years. In fact, a lot of you are going to be coming to this channel not having seen my other videos. Some of you, like the OGs, the people that have been following me for a minute, you guys may or may not have seen my old YouTube videos. I don't know. There's only like a handful of views on them. But it's kind of funny. The last video I made previous to this one was a video saying, all right, guys, I'm gonna be consistent now. I'm gonna start doing weekly videos. Like, I swear it's gonna happen. Be prepared for consistent YouTube content. and then that was the last video I made for like 1.5, 2 years. So clearly that habit didn't last. That statement was not followed through upon. And I have no idea what the frequency is gonna look like now. I'm not gonna try to commit to anything because YouTube is not necessarily the highest priority for me right now in terms of my time and energy, but I do want to provide you guys some more kind of in-depth content. And this is going to be pretty much just an update video, fairly comprehensive one. I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, but just cover all bases very briefly. And I want to document my journey as much as possible, and I do that a little bit on Instagram. To a certain extent, through like daily stories and things like that, but I never really cover it from a bird's eye view, and I definitely could do that. And it's a conversation in my head, like which platform should I dedicate to like what type of stuff, and the video quality on YouTube right now, it'll be a little bit lower. I'm not going to dedicate too much effort to making these videos like the best edited right off the bat, just because I don't want to dedicate really essentially time or resources to it yet. So this is just going to be like off the cuff, just a plain old video, and just an update video for you guys. So I made my last video. I should have checked before this, but I'm pretty sure it was, or maybe it was just a year ago. It might have been a year and a half ago, probably. Sometime in 2020, early 2020-ish. And at that point, I was like 6 months into business, something like that. And now it's January 28th, 2022. And I am now 2 years and 4 months into business, 3.5 months into business, 2 years and 3.5 months into business. And, obviously a lot of shit has happened since then. And even since my last YouTube video, a lot of things have been going on. So I never really made, documentation related YouTube videos, I don't think. I think it was mainly like, evening routine and do this and do that and whatever, right? I'm not really too sure what type of value is the best to give on here as of yet, but I'm just going to make a documentation video. So right now, I'm still living in Winnipeg, Manitoba. The business, we've done well. We have made a lot of transitions over the course of, the past, this whole time, essentially ever since starting business, there's been nonstop transitions, including, what we're doing, who we're helping, what our vision is, what does our service look like, what do our systems look like, our ideal client, on my end, like what does the marketing look like, the messaging, and also in addition to that, just my personal growth has been like back and forth, just like crazy, like different growth in certain areas. And that's where the bulk of the growth is coming currently, is my personal growth. One thing that I can mention, I should have planned out an order to this video because I'm kind of just like bouncing around, but whatever. Our main vision at Elite Self is to help solve every single world problem in every single country within this century. And that has been a recent articulation of what we really want to do. It's been the case for like a month or two, and the team is on board. It's our company mission. Like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna help do it because obviously we can't do it alone. And the secondary mission that we have company-wise, in order to actually fuel that grand vision, is to help 100 million people develop into the maximum potential versions of themselves, such that they are creating their dream life and executing in the impact that they know they're truly capable of. So you want to help 100 million people. It might even be 1 billion. Fuck it, right? There's no limit. And in terms of helping, what does that really mean? Does that mean through our program? Does that mean through free initiatives? Does that mean through resources, templates? Maybe we open different coaching programs at scale. Does that mean fitness? Does that mean entrepreneurship? The doors are always open. It's going to be hard to make that a tangible thing in terms of people helped and a measurable thing, but it's the intention that matters behind it, and we're certainly going to keep track as much as we can. But yeah, that's the target. And we have that target because if you take a massive vision like solving all the world's problems, sure, at face value, you're like, how the fuck are you going to do that? Or how are you going to help do that? How is that even possible within this century? And it does seem impossible under the current circumstances where only like a few like major entities are moving the needles. There's only like a very small portion of the population that is actually working on fixing these issues, and everyone else is just focused on themselves. So what if we had 100 million or a billion people like helping other people, and then helping other people, and then those people are helping other people, right? And all of a sudden, any and all world issues become within reach if we work together as a team, as an army. And that's the idea, and that's our mission, and that's what we're gonna do. And also, in terms of like who we're helping, this obviously started off as a fitness company. And, health and fitness kind of just by default. I was an in-person trainer before. I think I made a version of my story on here already. It might be in a previous YouTube video, my like story of how I kind of led into online training. So if there isn't, I'll make a new one. But essentially, one of the things I did before this was in-person training after I dropped out of school, out of engineering. And I started online training by default at that time, just helping people get fit, helping people, look good on the beach, gain confidence. And we've really evolved out of that. Not that our guys don't see those benefits, but we don't want to help people who just want that and don't want to strive for greatness in life. Like, my major outcome in life is becoming the best version of myself, so I can create my dream life, including travel, business, relationships, hobbies, houses, cars, love, joy, peace, all of it, the whole shebang, right? To its highest potential, and also create the impact on the world that I know I'm truly capable of, which is helping to solve all the world's problems. And that is the archetype of the type of person that we now want to help at Elite Self. And that's been something that I kept on having to come back to. I kept on burning out over and over and over, just trying to do health and fitness and trying to essentially sprinting on a stationary treadmill. We got clients and we help clients, and it's been great. But there was always a piece missing for me of fulfillment that caused me to burn out over and over again. And that was because I wasn't connected with my main vision, which now I am, and also attached, and I'm connected now with the type of person we really want to help. So we want to help people who also need to become the best versions of themselves so that they can fulfill their full potential in life and the impact that they want to create on the world. And that will obviously look different for each and every single person that is out there. Everyone has their own definition of who they can become, what they can create. So it's not up to us to define it, but now in order to fulfill our vision, we must be helping those type of people. And not that other types of people are it's not like we don't want to help them, they're bad people. They're great people. It's just in our company in particular, we only want to help the most ambitious people in the world who want to strive for greatness in life and with themselves, for their family, for their legacy, for their impact. We want to help those type of people. And the great thing about this is if somebody is not that, then there's plenty of other companies that will take anybody who has a wallet to help them with their fitness goals. So we're not concerned about if those people are going to get help. And, I'm saying this now, and maybe there is a time where we, have some type of outreach for those type of people who don't really care about their life goals. Because you know what? Those people can be converted into the type of person that does want to achieve their life goals. For all I know, if somebody were to enter our community, maybe they're not the most motivated type of person, maybe they can turn into one, right? So I've also been thinking like, is it actually noble to not focus on those people right now and only focus on the ambitious, everything like that? And I think it is because, in business, you have to be polarizing. And I'm very confident, in my messaging with to that type of person, because if I keep the doors open for everybody in my messaging, then, then all those ambitious people, they're just going to view me as like, oh, that's just another health and fitness coach. But that's not the case. And I'm going to have to be really polarizing in my messaging in order to actually attract the right people. So that's that. And that's who we're going to help. And those factors took a while to click, by the way. Like over the last 2 years, those have been bouncing back and forth. I've had conversations in my head. Should we do business coaching? Should we do fitness coaching, but just entrepreneurs? Should we do business and fitness coaching at the same time? Should we do fitness coaching and then business coaching with entrepreneurs? Because I was always like, I want to help entrepreneurs. I want to help ambitious people. But then I realized there's CEOs and entrepreneurs that I definitely don't want to help. And there are non-CEOs and non-entrepreneurs that I definitely do want to help. And I realized that lowest common denominator was a person that that has an immense desire to achieve greatness in life, with whatever definition they have under that. So that's who we want to help. And if you guys are wondering, I told you guys I was going to give an update on my life, on what's been going on essentially over the last year and a half. And I'm talking all business so far because my life is business. Like there's literally not much else significant in my life. I see my family. I see my mom like about once a week now. I constantly have calls with my brother and my dad, and I also have Zoom calls with my friends who are scattered around North America, like 1 or 2 times a week. But besides that, I'm just all business and all personal growth. So that's pretty much my life. Like I moved out 3 months ago, and I'm in my own place, and this is like my incubation chamber. This is like my growth pod right here. Like I'm locked out from the entire world. I'm just in here, just growing, building my business, building the vision, and I'd rather do nothing else right now, to be honest. My life balance right now is certainly not what it's going to look like a year from now, or 5 years from now. This is all grind, all growth, with a little bit of relaxation, pleasure, etc. But yeah, this is it right now. I'm just really. These things that I just mentioned, they're recent developments. There's a lot been going on. I've evolved versions of myself almost every week or monthly, or even every day, like depending on how you define a version of yourself. But I don't even recognize the version of myself from a year ago. Like that's just like so distant. It seems like it was 5 years ago, and it seems like it was 37 versions of myself ago. That's kind of the rate of development we're talking about here. Because crazy shit can happen when you seclude yourself from all of your previous subconscious limiting patterns. Like for example, when you grow up in the same house for X amount of years, 10 plus years, it's like you have a lot of subconscious affiliations just with that environment, right? So I felt at a certain point I was having a hard time growing in that environment because it's like previous versions of myself were so built into that physical environment. So I moved out, created a fresh environment for myself, and my growth has skyrocketed. And which is really exciting because it was necessary, because I know this level of growth is necessary to achieve my full potential. And yeah, that's where my mindset is. I'm developing a stronger connection with what I believe to be like the higher power, like the universe. That is my belief. And I'm developing in like the quantum field. I'm still developing education around those areas, but I do believe that there's some kind of higher power out there that, essentially everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for you, not to you, including all challenges, mindset shifts, fuck ups, triumphs, situations. All of it happens for a specific reason. So, I've just been taking everything in stride and just focusing on the long-term vision. And I've had many hard times as well, emotional, hard times through business, but also just personally. It's obviously what you sign up for in entrepreneurship. And but I mean, all that stuff is absolutely imperative for my long-term growth. And yeah, so I mean, I don't really know where to go from here. I just kind of brain vomited whatever was on my mind. There's so much to talk about, mainly because I haven't made a video like this in a year and a half, so I should probably do this more often. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much like an update for me, guys. I'm really excited about where the company's going and what the vision is, and also my own growth and my own circumstances. I've taken so many like risks on myself, bet on myself, operated under immense uncertainty for extended periods of time, and it's like all that stuff builds you. And I'm just taking it one step at a time, laying one brick every day, and that's kind of how I'm operating. So I don't know how much else is there to say. I'm just I'm going through the process right now, and I've really developed some amazing friendships over the course of honestly the whole of 2021, through mutual mentors, through masterminds, just like developing really amazing friendships, and it's been really fun. So that's kind of like been what's going on in my life. I mean, last year really consisted of just work business, and then I went to 2 masterminds, one in the spring in Puerto Rico, one in the fall in Miami, and then I lived in LA for a bit, just like a month and a half. Like I had an Airbnb and also my friend Adov's place, and that was a very good growth experience. Besides that, golfed a lot with my friend Josh, and that's pretty much sums up last year. In terms of what I'm looking forward to in 2022, so my life is going to look pretty much like this for the foreseeable future. Just just working on business, and in my place. I don't even have a car right now. I don't go anywhere, and that's not. But I can't go anywhere due to certain laws, due to a certain pandemic and a certain vaccine. But anyways, I can't go anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Don't have a car. I'm just chilling at home, just working on myself, working on the business. And I'm going to do that for pretty much for the foreseeable future. But I have this apartment until November 2022, so this fall. And then the plan after that is to actually move to Miami or Austin, Texas, maybe Bali. I don't know where I'm going to go after this, but certainly out of Winnipeg and out of Canada, at least for 6 months. And then I may come back for the summer, or I may stay wherever I go. I do know that changing up the environment is going to be crucial for me to continue growing. And I want like a new big city, crazy experience, and also warmer weather. Like I don't enjoy the cold winters here in Winnipeg. So anyways, that's what I'm looking forward to, is changing up my environment then. But ultimately, the idea for this year is to just grow Elite Self into a step closer into what I know it can be, in terms of revenue, in terms of the team, in terms of the caliber of people we're helping, in terms of the clarity of our messaging, just the whole shebang. So that's going to be really exciting for this year too. And then that's pretty much all that's on my radar. Really nothing else. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably start making more YouTube videos. These are going to be very low effort videos, in terms of like editing and thumbnails and all that. Just because like I said, I don't have too much time or energy to dedicate to these, but I'm going to start putting them out. So here's numero uno of the new chapter. I'm not even going to try to commit to any type of frequency here, but you guys can expect some level of content coming out of YouTube. So I appreciate if you guys hung out for this whole 20 minutes of the video. I appreciate your time. It's awesome to have people that are interested in your story, your journey. And one of my ulterior motives behind doing this too is to inspire some of you currently that are kind of with me along the vision. But also the great thing about YouTube is 5 years from now, somebody can still find this video and maybe be inspired from it. Once Elite Self has blown the fuck up and we're doing some crazy things, you can look back to this video when we were just a tiny team, with just low amounts of impact compared to what we're going to do. And another thing also, I've been making little app, like little you know, videos such as this on the back end. They're on my phone right now. There's like 60 plus videos that I've made over the last like 4 years. And this includes like the second I dropped out of university, when I started trying to develop an app and do all these different things. So there's gonna be some really cool footage that maybe we'll make into a grand YouTube video one day, or some type of, you know, something like that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna hop off now. But also comment if you guys want any type of specific content. My motives here is just to provide you guys value. To, you know, I don't want to be talking for the sake of talking. I want to give you guys something. I want to be of service. So I mean, if you guys have specific questions or specific topics, or I was thinking about making a day in the life video. So if you guys would be interested in that, feel free to comment as well. But yeah, I look forward to doing more of these. Again, if you hung on the whole time here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.